I'm a warrior.
Experience as a media entrepreneur, how do you think the government can leverage this technological tools in policy making, youth development, youth entrepreneurship that is core here in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Let me start by saying, you were mentioning some countries. I was hoping that China would be like top three.
Yes.
So in terms of AI, technology, I think they are like top three. So I just got back from an exhibition that happened in China, Beijing International Radio TV Film Exhibition. It just ended on last week Saturday, and I was blown away by the latest inventions, like innovations and all that. And interestingly, I didn't see a lot of Africans there.
Wow.
For me, it was. I mean, I even saw a few African men. I think I was the only black woman that was there. And it got me thinking, yes, I know in this media space, we have a lot of women are in the front end, maybe the creative side, the script writing and all that.
Yeah.
But if we want to push the narrative, I think beyond even the government, at some point I'm going to also like bring in the government, but I think we individually in our profession need to start telling ourselves that we need to start matching up with our counterparts abroad. We need to be, because that trip, it was self-sponsored. If I was waiting for my boss or waiting for someone to like sponsor the trip, some of these trips, I won't be up to, par with what is happening in my industry. So this is me saying, maybe trying to encourage a lot of, people, not just women, but a lot of us in the media space or in any space you think you need technology. In fact, I'm here to see that profession or that thing that doesn't need technology, because that's where the world is now. So this is me saying that a lot of us, we have to just go outside of our comfort zone to start looking for these things. They're already there. The innovations I saw, the latest equipment and all that I saw, I was literally blown away. I think the government also have to find ways to just start pushing the envelope, inviting some of these, people who are into innovating space, who are doing stuff, in the AI, to say, okay, come and do some of your exhibitions in our country. And that way, I think, with time, we'll have a lot of our young people who would also start trying to, try their hands in innovations and all that. I don't know if I answered the question.
You did, you did, because as you said, we are, at least if you want to mention anything about movies, music,
entry level of a lot of young people in wanting to dream around, hey, come, I want to be a software developer, I want to be a product designer, I want to be all of that like that. So I would say, in my opinion, based on empirical, result that I've seen, I would say that the government has really done, pretty much good by being forward thinking, creating the framework that will enable us to be, to compete globally, and which we are already doing, and most importantly, to set the ground rolling for the ecosystem to mature. Because the truth is that Nigeria got into technology very late, between year 2009, that's about 2000 and now, that's about 25 years. But the period in which we adopted technology so strongly was also a very late period. So right now, I'll say that we are an ecosystem that is maturing into global competitiveness, but the foundation has been laid through programs like 3MTT that support talent development, through NITDA that is helping to shape policies, create the infrastructure, and also create the funding pipelines that enable startups to be able to solve bigger problems for the nation. You also see the rate at which the government is adopting technology in executing their operation. Yes, of course, they are not there 100%, but I will say that these are foundational works that we can build upon to be able to drive that policy adoption for global competitiveness and growth at scale when it comes to technology. Thank you.